Denmark, a small country sitting on top of the European continent. 5.5 million people, a modern society with a very long history. However, the history of children's theatre in Denmark is relatively short, covering a little more than 40 years. And the history of the Danish Children's Theatre Festival is even shorter, but quite remarkable. This festival takes place every year in April, and every year in a new city in a different part of the country. In 2008, the host city of the Danish Children's Theatre Festival is Næstved, a historical city in the southern part of the island of Zealand. The city itself has 42,000 inhabitants, but more than 80,000 people inhabit the whole of the municipality. Næstved is well known as a city with a rich cultural life. The festival centre, Secretariat and Theatre Cafe, is at the old military barracks of the Horse Guards, now a multifunctional modern cultural centre. This is the place where more than 400 theatre people will meet, eat and drink, chat and discuss during the next 8 days of the festival.
Men allerførst skal vi selvfølgelig starte med at sige rigtig hjertelig velkommen til jer alle sammen. Vi fra Teatercentrum og fra Næstveds arbejdsgrupper har glædet os rigtig meget.
And this is where the organisers, Teatercentrum, welcome the participants of the festival, give the last instructions and hand out the latest documents and newsletters.
Men inden det kommer snart, så skulle vi gerne have det lidt sjovt. Det håber jeg. Så rigtig hjertelig velkommen til alle jer teater, der er mødt op i dag. Jeg synes, det er vigtigt.
Det der er kunsten. Samtidig med, at man lukker armene op over hovedet, så siger man, mange mennesker kan meget sammen. Mange mennesker kan meget sammen.
This session is normally followed by the traditional group photograph.
The first festival was made in 71. At that time, children's theatre, as we know it, was quite a new thing in Denmark. There were small companies, as they still are, of course, but they were new, didn't get any support or very little support from government and authorities. So the original idea by making a festival was actually to present these theatres and this idea of theatre for children.
And from then on, the festival has taken place once a year in different towns.
Since the beginning, in 1971, the Children's Theatre Festival has visited all parts of Denmark. A characteristic of the Danish festival is that admission to all performances is free.
We have 27,000 tickets this year. Some performances is already sold out.
From Monday to Friday, performances are played in all schools, nurseries, libraries and other institutions in the whole of the municipality, in addition to public performances in the afternoons and evenings. During the weekend, all performances are shown to the general public. It goes without saying that long-time planning and comprehensive preparation is essential in organizing a festival of this size.
Jeg har i hvert fald i eftermiddag, så kan det være, jeg går her til formiddag.
Jeg synes, nogen netop skal ud her til formiddag, så der er
så man får et
borger.
Du kommer heller ikke ud, men kommer du til at sidde heroppe?
Nej, det er fint, at vi tager.
This is taken care of professionally by the office of Teater in the heart of Copenhagen.
The planning of the festival starts in that moment where the city have decided to host the festival. But 2 years before the festival we start planning all the major details. For instance, where to accommodate and where to have the major venues in the city. We look upon the infrastructure in the city and 1 year before to decide where to have all the performances, which schools are we at and which places good for venues do we use in the city. When we are approximately a half year before the festival, we start all the detail planning together with the city. And at that moment we work with the city a couple of times a month and to discuss every little detail in the festival. And that work is getting more and more up to the festival in April.
The most difficult thing is to take care of all the performances and place them in spaces where they can be, to make sure that they can have the performance and the audience can get there and sit there and see everything. And then a lot of the actors, they perform in many different shows. So this is also a big logistic problem to make sure that they don't play in the same time and in the same spot.
Preparing a quality lunch for so many people every day requires professional catering, and the chef has brought in his own kitchen in a bus.
Well, we make food for 350 people every day, approximately, and we have both vegetarian and people who meat.